Hey, everybody, before we get into the show, I just want to tell you I'm going to be in Long Island June 6th and June 7th at Governor's Comedy Club. Please come out to those shows. It would be very nice to have my own people, in the audience instead of having to perform for people that look like they're my mom's friends who do not like me and compliment the feature because he's older and say, you should have been the guy. Tickets now at punchup.live/Brendan Sagalow.
The Rap Jack Black and Sagdaddy, I'm back at it with a fantastic podcast for your asses. Yapping in a trap like a rescue cat, and the rescued up like they're waiting on the Batman. You tuned into the dude who threw booze back, blacked out, woke up drunk, covered in bruises. It's Sagdaddy the pod, an odd fellow, the great white chubby, I'm becoming a marshmallow. It's Sagdaddy the pod, so sit back and relax, cause like a broken arm, I got a cast now. It's Sagdaddy the pod, you made a good choice, so enjoy, don't be annoyed. Now here's my dumb voice.
Just to tee this up, when Ben, so you do like, sometimes you'll do, besides stand-up, you'll do like production stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just don't know. Yeah, so like, what is it like? You just create a video, edit a video or something?
Yeah, well, I'll do like editing or like shoot some comedy videos, but like I'll also do like I'll freelance, wherever the money is, like I'll freelance a little bit. So I end up working with all sorts of weird organizations. I was telling you in Portland that I started during COVID. I was doing videos for the Chinese Garden of downtown Portland.
Yeah,
which is like a very serene, nice.
Yeah. Is it a big place? Like people go to it?
Yeah. It's like a huge tourist spot in Portland, and like they shut it down for COVID. And so I went in. I could go in every week and like walk around and shoot some video that I'd put to like music and stuff. And we called them it's called the Lyons Chinese Garden, and we would call them Lyons Lovely Moments.
So,
and I would edit these 1 minute clips.
I think I watch videos like that where you just have somebody touring through a certain, like, did you walk slow and then you play music?
Yeah, walk slow with like a gimbal.
Yeah.
There's like koi fish and ducks and all sorts of
Are people
like
walking by
stuff.
you with your gimbal being like,
no, so it was completely empty. So that's what was crazy. It was like during COVID, like it shut down completely. So I was just in there by myself. It was crazy. I'd fucking rip the pen and I'd go into the Chinese Garden. I'd be like, yo, dude, it was the best. So then I edited these like crazy, like not crazy, like, nice.
I watch people do that on Disney rides. Like I watch people do full Disney rides.
Sure.
Where they're just,
exactly.
Yeah.
It was exactly like that, but with like beautiful Chinese architecture.
Yeah.
So I put this stuff to music, and like these would go out during COVID, and like it would go out on this email blast. And then I got contacted by some other nonprofit that was like, hey, we love your videos. Would you be interested in making videos for an all women's Catholic choir that they want? Dude. Because everything was shut down. They were like, we want to reach our fans for the Christmas, for the Christmas holiday. We want to be able to like put something out for our fans.
All women's Catholic choir. Wouldn't you want, if you were building a choir, to have like all of everything? You know what I mean? You go, okay, we need a bass. We need like a.
Yeah, I don't know, but they sound beautiful, man. They were awesome. And
okay. Okay.
But they didn't vet me at all. You know what I mean? Like they didn't really like look into who I was or anything. And they'll probably hate that I'm even like plugging them. I'm Ben DeMarco, Benny D, stand-up comedian and fucking vessel of the Lord.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, dude. I was editing for the Lord for like 2 years during COVID. I was going to church with these ladies.
Hilarious,
with the masks on and everything.
All they would have to do is like look your name up on Instagram or something.
Exactly.
So funny.
Yeah, and they were like, they must have been suspicious too, because like I would show up reeking like pot, dude.
Yeah,
I would show up reeking like pot. All my camera
Maybe they didn't even know what pot smelled like.
It's in like all my dude. These ladies live in Portland, Oregon. They know what weed smells like. These are some of the coolest Catholics I've ever met, man.
Okay.
They were really chill, dude. Yeah. But I would show up late. I would show up high.
Sure.
And I would show up with all my camera gear in like a lacrosse bag. It was like all the signs were there. Like, this guy is not a professional.
Right. You show up and I bet they're kind of like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
But you were saying that they were looking at you like you were this like like beautiful mind kind of
Oh,
artist.
they thought I was literally like, they thought I was so cool and like brilliant.
They're
and
like, wow, this guy.
And I mean, I delivered a good product. Like, I got really into like droning, like drones, like during this period. So I had a drone that I was flying around that church, baby, and I was getting some epic shots of these, like,
dude, is
Catholic
it in this
ladies.
video?
Yeah, they're all in this video, dude. And there's like 2 or 3 in here where I'm like, that's pretty fucking good. Where I'm looking at the shot, I'm like, that's pretty fucking good.
When was the last time you watched this?
Oh my God, this comes up between me and my group of friends, like probably like every other month, dude. Like
because you were making me laugh because you were saying, so when you made this video, they wanted to interview you. They were so enthralled with the beautiful mind of Ben, of Benny D, the beautiful mind of Benny D, that they were like, we need to interview you about your process.
Yeah. They wanted to know artistically what was driving me, like all this stuff. And this is like, they asked me to do this interview like a day before it was supposed to air on YouTube, like for the big Christmas like special.
Right.
And like, we did this interview, right? And I'm on 0 sleep. I'm like cracked out on Adderall. Like, I have way more editing to do to like finish the project.
Yeah.
And I'm doing this like Zoom interview because once again, it's COVID. So it's like I'm off camera.
Oh, it's on Zoom.
Yeah, it's like off camera. There's like a computer that I'm talking to, and I'm being filmed like in like a living room, and like it was just the most unnatural like interview. And I didn't even tell you this, but like, dude, after it ended, I was like, we need to reshoot that.
Really?
And I reshot it talking to nobody, sitting on the couch.
So what we're about to see is
what
you
you're
just
is me talking to no one,
answering questions that you remembered that
I
asked.
already was asked like 20 minutes.
Why did you
prior.
reshoot it?
Because I'm fucking insane, man. I was literally like out of my mind working for the Lord. I was so tired.
That's so funny. So you're tired.
Yeah. And
did you drink the night before?
Oh, I'm sure I was drinking while I was editing. I'm sure I was. I'm sure I was. Have a little whiskey while you're editing.
Yeah. So this is like.
Yeah, it was more like, we did this interview, and I was like, I didn't like how my answers. That was the real thing.
What?
I didn't like my answers.
I want to know what you answered. Do you remember what you answered?
I have both interviews. The one that's like on record, like is epic because it's to nobody, dude.
Wow.
I'm talking to fucking nobody.
Dude, that is so funny.
Yeah.
And they were like, but you didn't want to be like, you weren't being like funny guy.
No.
Because you were like, these guys don't know this about me.
I was trying to be so serious. It's like a different guy in this video.
Dude, we got to watch this. Hold on.
It's like so serious.
How long is this?
The interview's maybe 3 minutes, dude.
How long's the whole video in total?
I think like half an hour.
Half an hour?
Yeah, let's see. It was 31 minutes.
Oh my God. All right. Well,
dude, working
we'll fast
for the
forward
Lord.
through this.
Good evening. Welcome.
Wow, this is really nice.
Yeah, so this is Anna's song. She is the leader of the choir.
She's the leader of the choir. Should I be pausing this? What makes this easier for you to edit? Not pausing. Okay.
I used to call her Anna Bong. Like because I'd be like, I'm going to go work for Anna Bong today. That's my drone. That's my drone.
Those are great shots.
Ripping shots on the drone, dude.
Right. Well, I want to fast forward. I don't want to watch the full thing for 30 minutes. We're not just getting to. I want to watch this whole thing. So Anna's the one that emailed you.
Yeah,
Anna Bong.
like the head of the head of her board emailed me.
Oh,
like that,
shit.
They've got a board. They're like a.
She's kind of sexy.
Anna Bong.
She's
married. She's married to a white guy. Fucking awesome.
Did you have the moment where you were like? Did you guys have like?
No. Me and Anna.
That looked like you were dying. Wait, we gotta go back to that. That's hilarious. I'm sorry, Nicole.
New York-based filmmaker Ben DeMarco.
Dude, there he is.
New York-based filmmaker.
Dude, hilarious.
Piece we commissioned from
Is she reading something right now?
Yeah. So I was
were
behind the
holding something
camera.
up?
No, we had it on like a little teleprompter. Like.
Oh, nice.
Like
Who's
thing.
we? You're doing this with who?
Me and Anna.
This is just you two working on
me
this.
and Anna pretty much did all these projects. I did 4 of these for Anna, and like, I was of the Lord.
Is there
bro.
any sexual tension between you and Anna?
Not on my end, but I mean, who knows what she was thinking? You know what I mean?
She was like New York City based.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So there we go.
So,
then
another
then
little
we've got-
drone.
Yeah, so then we've got them singing. These are the.
You
this
did
require-
this?
Yeah. So this is me ripping some shots in the church. That one could have been more steady. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're gonna judge it.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
What are they
see?
singing?
Well, Brendan.
What song is this?
Well, Brendan, you have to have the Lord in your heart to understand the
do
words.
you know what song this is?
Of course I do.
And who's this? Is that Anna?
That's Anna Bong, dude.
Anna composes.
Anna
Anna Bong
the
composes the songs.
Anna Bong.
She's so high right now. Anna Bong
Dude,
is.
Anna
She's
Bong-
like
Anna
she's
Bong
like-
is the
she's not-
best.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Anna Bong.
So did
All
they
these,
give you like some type of shot list, or were you like, I'm taking the
no,
lead,
I just
I'm gonna
went.
make the
I just
calls?
went in there. Yeah, because I seen. Jesus.
I know. Sorry, this is loud. We're on 50. The volume is 50.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No shot list. I'd go
No-
in there.
Wow. So this is all just off the top of your head.
Yeah, we'd rip a few takes of the song.
Were
Rip a
you
few.
calling action as well?
Yeah, I was doing it all.
You're going.
I
You
was-
were. You're going.
Dude,
all
I
right.
was
Good.
doing-
How many times did they sing this song for all these
Probably
angles?
Probably five. Probably like
Five
4 or
times
5.
they sang this piece of shit song.
Dude, people love this song. dude.
Okay.
All right, so yeah.
So
this
and
is,
it's
so yeah,
so,
so,
just 3 different angles. It's the same angle 3 times. Look at this. I know I'm making this really difficult.
Yeah.
Nicole's no way you're gonna put this part in, but
No, it's fine.
yeah, it's all good.
and then okay, right back to Anna Bong.
yeah, it's
Oh, this is a good shot.
beautiful.
Fade to black.
Yeah, man,
Beautiful.
really got the people going around
Recording
Christmas.
Stilet in Stellam gave the singers and I a chance to get together and make music again, something we haven't been able to do since last March.
Yeah,
so thank you
she's
for
good looking.
inspiring us. to
All
make
right,
this
calm
happen.
down. I mean,
I'm just saying.
I think the world would agree that Anna Bong is a very attractive lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is all this now? So you're
Okay,
you-
so then
so
yes.
you took mushrooms and went into the woods, and you went there. Anna's Bong is gonna love this.
Yeah, so I went all around. Dude, Anna's Bong is gonna love this. Man. So yeah, I had this drone, dude, and I would go out into nature and just let that thing go up, man, and just fly
And
around Oregon.
Was
and-
this Anna's idea, or were you like, I got?
This was my idea. This was my idea. They really just like
They let you.
they
cook.
loved like these nature things that I was doing in the Chinese garden. So they were like, more, so do that.
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So I was like, okay. And so I got out there and I started flying my
This
little
drone is so high up.
Oh, dude, what was crazy is like you get a drone and you're supposed to like put in the like regulation stuff for like the FAA.
Yeah.
I just didn't.
Yeah.
And like I was taking that thing miles into the like up into
would
the
they do?
air,
Like, shoot it
into
down?
Safe, I was more worried that like a plane would hit it or something.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah, or like a
hilarious,
private. Because I was
dude.
like, dude, you'll see
A
later.
plane.
Like I was up in these motherfucking clouds.
Yeah, but are
man.
you
I was
are
like,
you 30,000
Dude, I
miles
was-
above?
I was not
sea level?
no, not 30,000.
What do
but
they
I was
call
like,
it?
Yeah, I was
How
like,
how high up were you?
I would guess probably like 3,000 feet. In the air.
Whoa, that's helicopter
Which
height.
is like, yeah, it was not. I didn't feel good about being up that high.
Okay, that's a great shot.
So,
Ooh, I
yeah.
love this. This
Yeah.
looks like what you could have shot for Ozark.
Yeah, so this is just like in my backyard.
This is your backyard.
Yeah, there's this like these woods called Woods Park.
Is it woods or is it a park?
It's woods that they've turned into a park, and then they're
This
like,
is
Woods Park.
this is called Sandbox Forest.
Um,
No laugh on Sandbox Forest.
No,
from,
yeah,
from the
I'm-
team. Praise God and saying.
yeah. So they
Are
had
you a
me-
religious guy?
I'm not, which they've probably
It's
figured out.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at
So then the big masterpiece, the one.
The masterpiece,
The
is
masterpiece
the
is the
fucking
interview.
interview. Yeah,
but it's
Let's
I
get
think
there.
I think it's at the end of
Anna
yeah,
Bond is
there's
back.
the interview.
Here you go.
dude.
Oh my
There's the
God, look at
interview.
you. So okay, so what you told me is you were like, I'm a madman in this. Like I'm not
just-
even myself.
I'm not myself, and I didn't
Because
tell
you're
you.
not trying to be funny.
No.
This is just a paycheck. They go, can we interview you?
Can we interview you? And then I didn't tell you this. Then they interviewed me,
And then you redid
and then I
it.
redid it like
So
a
this
fucking
is you
lunatic.
with your head turned talking to somebody else.
This
Wait.
is me talking to the couch.
And this is for the entire church to see. Like, what was the point of this?
Yeah, this is for like anybody that had like the YouTube code to watch.
So
Like
did
this
they
was a whole
send it
package.
out?
This was like a YouTube rollout that had like a timer countdown, and like everybody
Did you
was
get
supposed to
followers
turn in
from
on.
this?
Supposed to tune in on.
Did
Christmas.
you get like one day? Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh god!
Well, don't even worry about that. Were you like one day just like chilling, and then you got like a influx of followers that were all like Sanya Ching and Gayang and
Why? Because Anna's Asian.
I don't know. I'm assuming this is going out to the Asian community.
No, this
That's
was
what I'm assuming. Like Godzilla, like whoever made Godzilla, it was for the Asian community.
no. This was for
That's
like
racist.
this is for like the Lord. This
Oh,
is for like
okay.
the
This
Lord.
is anybody can do
that
this.
loves the Lord. Like they're very
okay.
popular. They're a very popular choir in Portland. So it's like for their Christmas concert, usually like in the church, it's like sold out.
Packed?
It's like packed.
Sold out. Whoa.
Yeah, like it's like a whole thing.
I sold
And
out
so-
in there. The choir, the whole woman's choir. So it's sold out in
And
there.
why is it called Visions of Mystery? Did you say that already?
Yeah, why? It's just the name of it.
It's so they did like 3 different or 4 different videos where it was like visions of something, visions of eternity, visions of something, and then each artist. Was
and you made those?
Yeah,
Or-
I did all the camera work for those. So there was a different artist for those.
Visions franchise.
Yeah, it's the vision.
You directed the
Yeah, I did the
Visions
Visions,
franchise?
the Visions
VCU.
franchise. Yeah.
Oh, dude, you directed the VCU? That's
Yeah, dude,
crazy.
sick, dude.
Holy shit. Okay,
Yeah.
so here's Anna. I
Yeah.
want to hear how she brings you up.
Yeah,
This is Anna Bong.
Anna Bong's
I want to
like
see how
our,
she
our
she
Samuel L.
introduced-
Jackson. She's like our.
I love that you privately called her Anna Bong to nobody. Like that was just for you because you said I called her that behind her back. And it was only you, right?
It was just me.
Dude,
Me and my
hilarious.
girlfriend and like maybe a few friends. I'd
Dying
be like,
and
oh, I'm
Anna
working for
Bong is
Anna
our
Bong today."
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Okay, let's see how she brings you up. I'll let you know if she has a crush on you. Okay, let's see. If you're like me.
Is there a blooper reel for this, by the way?
Yeah.
Dude, there was so much stuff.
There were so many bloopers. How many times was she like, let me start over?
No, it was more like
If you're like me, I was awestruck by the cinematography and actually had no idea what Ben was up to until I saw the first draft. Let's hear from him now.
Oh, that's kind of
to give us a
flirty.
glimpse into his creative process and what it has been like to collaborate with IM.
With I Am, what's that? Is that your company?
no, that's their group.
Oh,
It's
I Am.
Yeah, I can't even say it. In Malariabus.
Did you write that for her?
No, she wrote all that stuff.
Oh, if you're like me, you have no idea what the fuck Ben's doing.
Dude,
That's hilarious.
I feel so bad for
That's
Anna,
hilarious.
dude. Because I would not communicate anything. I'm just going
Right, you're
around
like,
doing my
"I
own
got
stuff."
this.
No,
I got
and literally,
this.
and like literally up to the wire, like downloads.
You're like the Safdie brothers.
She's literally like, we said we'd have the edit by today, by today, and it's like
and you're like,
up to the
you're
wire.
like,
Like,
oh my
I
god,
feel so bad. Yeah.
If you're like me,
If you're-
you're scared to death that Ben isn't going to do his part. You have a lot of people that are that need this from him, and he may not deliver it. All right, let's see. So it fades to black, goes to you.
dude, goes to me looking.
I mean, this was during COVID, and let's just remind you that you're not talking to anybody. Whose Christmas tree is this? Is this your
And you
Christmas
set up
tree?
the camera on
This is a big
yourself.
Christmas tree.
yeah, I set up the whole shoot in the living room.
Looks
we
good.
did the interview via Zoom.
Who's
and
checking
then-
focus and all that? Oh, so you did the interview via Zoom,
Yeah.
and then this was a good idea because now it's not on Zoom, right? Now it's
Right.
like not Zoomy.
Yeah,
That's
and
a
I had,
great idea.
I think, Remy was feeding me the questions again.
Was she
my
focusing
girlfriend
it?
Remy.
Like, was she being
hilarious
able to-
comedian Remy?
Oh,
Guessman.
yeah, I want Remy on the show.
Yeah,
tell her
get
to
Remy
come
on
on the
here
show.
too.
She's so funny.
Yeah. So Remy's behind there, literally just like, oh my god, what?
Really?
Yeah, like, 'cause
Well, at
it's
least
like,
you're
I'm not joking.
talking
this
to
is like-
somebody.
this is like Christmas Day, the day that it's fucking like due, that it's supposed to go out. I'm like putting this interview in like the day that it's supposed to be going like out to everybody. She like, like, dude, it was.
Look how serious you are.
Dude, it is.
Holy
I am
shit.
such a fucking
Holy shit,
weird
look how
loser.
fucking
I'm
si-
such a weird loser. Yeah,
Ben DeMarco, videographer.
Videographer.
And what's this shirt that you're wearing? Just a
It's
shirt.
too small. I'll tell you that much.
No, it looks good. Your hair is crazy though.
Hi, my
Dude,
name is Ben
I
DeMarco,
really
and
do.
I'm a New York City-based videographer. documentary
You
filmmaker.
kind of look like you're not talking
but
to
I'm
anybody.
originally from Portland, Oregon. I use a variety of
What was that? Hold on. What was that? Oh shit! Sorry, I'm
It's all
making this
good.
so hard.
We're gonna get it back.
filmmaker, but I'm originally from Portland, Oregon.
Dude,
variety of ways
that's
to capture-
psychotic. Who's sitting there? Was that Remy?
Nobody's sitting there.
Why does that look like there's a knee right there?
to be a documentary filmmaker, but I'm originally from Portland, Oregon.
But I'm originally from Portland, Oregon.
Capture shots,
Why is there a knee right there?
I don't know what that is. It's like a blanket, maybe.
filming drone.
But that's not even where I'm looking.
Dude, it's so funny when you know that you're not talking to anybody. You can really tell.
And searching for something.
Oh
So I
my
wanted
God,
the
hold
viewer
on.
to,
Hold on. What are you saying here?
This is like practicing on the couch for late night with nobody.
Yeah. You really are going,
Yeah.
oh, thanks, Conan O'Brien.
I'm literally thinking what they want to hear too. So I'm
Dude.
literally like,
That's so. But I'm originally from Portland, Oregon. My favorite.
But I'm
to place
originally
to-
from Portland, Oregon.
All right,
I
let's
use a
see.
variety of ways to capture shots, cameras, phones. I have a wonderful filming drone. It used to be that
This
only
is
about 10 years
crazy,
ago,
bro.
you needed a helicopter to get shots like that. With the Moody piece, the text is all about traveling.
Who
and
is
searching
this
for
guy? Who's this guy?
Dude, he
this
sucks.
is crazy,
Dude, he
dude. You're
sucks.
answering like you're on the fucking View.
dude, I'm on
You
on
go-
Adderall is what
you
I'm
were
on
going like
fucking
this. You were
on.
going. Oh, that's a good question, Nana. You know, to answer that, I'll have to pose this question. What is normal? This is hilarious, dude.
shots like that. With the Moody piece, the text is all about traveling and searching for something. So I wanted
This
the
feels like
viewer
you're
to
hitting
feel
on a
like
girl at a bar.
were
When I was developing the Moody
moving
piece,
from one
the
to
texture is all about
So
travel.
there are
Yeah.
no still shots in the entire piece. No tripods, a lot of gimbal work.
Who is
camera
this
What a
guy? You're
fucking
so
tool, dude.
serious.
And are you guys like pissed in between takes of this, or what's the energy with you and your girlfriend doing this
Dude, Remy
on
is
Christmas
just
Day?
fed. Remy's fed up.
How many
dude.
times did you have
Behind
to do this? Where you're like, oh, let me take that again. Let me do this again.
Probably, yeah. I was doing that a lot. I think.
Well,
Yeah,
she's
so
like,
it'd be
what
like,
are you
"Ugh."
talking
Yeah.
about? She behind the camera going, what are you talking?
Yeah.
I don't even think you need. I think it hurts you to have that other angle. The other angle that
Empty
that
couch.
Like real.
yeah,
that's
the
like
empty
wide.
couch. Yeah, the
That's
wide
real
shot.
Wide,
I think.
yeah.
Hold on.
This one's
camera
fine. This one
tracks,
doesn't give it away enough.
the
yeah.
drone. But I wanted it to feel
This one's horrible,
like
yeah.
you were constantly
who am I
moving.
talking
So
to?
all the shots are movement shots. You know, moving.
Look at you slowly land the plane of whatever you just said. Hold on. Look at the micro slowly land this plane. Look what you do. You go like this. You go like this. You go.
I wanted it to feel like you were constantly moving. So all the shots are movement shots. You know, moving through the
Right
hills
there. Did you
and
see it?
through
Yeah,
the
dude,
forest.
landing that plane, baby.
You go. I want all the shots to feel like they're moving shots.
Landing that shit. I look
You
like
go.
I look like I fly a plane
Now
right now.
but yeah, this is a good jacket. Now
Very
in
noisy though. Listen to
it's
that.
very noisy. You can take it off if you want. If it's distracting you. Is it distracting?
No.
Well, now
Can you hear that though?
that's cool.
I feel like it would just be like
Yeah,
the
you feel like
worst-
you're in a gimp suit.
yeah, dude, or it's just like the worst time. You'd be wearing it like at the worst time where it's like at,
Yeah.
at a funeral or
yeah,
something.
yeah. Someone's
It's like moment of silence and it's like
or an intervention. Yeah. You go, you're trying to read, but it's going, you go, oh, you're just not the same person. My God.
yeah, so funny. Oh yeah, dude. So
How long does this interview go?
Something new.
I think it's like maybe
And
3 minutes.
Then I
if
threw in
that.
some shots of mist because this is Visions of Mystery after all.
Holy shit, dude.
This is Visions of Mystery after all. While Remy's behind the camera going, God damn it.
Yeah, exactly.
This is Visions of Mystery after all.
Wow. Ugh.
I don't want to
Oh God,
dude,
the laugh to the
the laugh to himself. To no one's there.
This is crazy,
Dude, it's
bro. You're not
absolutely-
even trying to be funny.
No, dude,
Like
it's
this is
crazy.
crazy.
Did they
dude.
give you good feedback on your interview? Like, were they like, that was beautiful?
I think they all loved it. Yeah, like the feedback from the whole package was like
Well,
great.
it does look good,
Yeah.
but to know that you're just like essentially having a shower conversation and filming it.
Well, you're
is
not supposed to know. Like, they don't
hilarious.
know that. Nobody knows that. That's the
They
first
know.
time I've told anybody.
Did Anna go, what? How did you film this? What the fuck was this? When did you do that? You didn't even answer my questions.
Oh my God, I forgot about Anna
You didn't
Bong,
even
dude.
think about Anna Bong?
Anna Bong did. She goes, what the fuck was that? Like, what the?
Was she?
No,
she
yeah,
goes-
she
yeah,
literally
goes,
was like,
well, what the fuck happened
so
here?
those weren't the answers you gave me at all.
This
Like,
is absolutely
I like
crazy.
blacked out when she was interviewing
She's
me. I
like,
was
what?
talking
How
about,
did you
like,
put
high
up the
school and
Chris?
stuff. Yeah.
What? So there's two different, and
Yeah,
you,
dude,
and
I
you
have that, too.
I gotta answer this differently. Was she? So Anna was like, "Well, these questions are crazy."
Yeah.
What a nut, dude!
Dude.
You must look like an insane person. She must be like, "Did I have a fucking aneurysm, or was this the interview?" All right, let's
Yeah,
see.
dude.
Wait, but did she not even find out until this premiered?
Exactly.
Because you were doing this like at the last second.
Exactly. Yeah. So it like premiered,
Did
and she
she-
was like, "What
Oh.
the hell is this? Who were you talking to?"
You-
Yeah, Anna's the
'cause
only one
you're-
that knows. Actually, yeah.
It's so funny to watch someone act as if they were talking to somebody because it really does look like we're watching someone who is dancing like nobody's there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
like your
crazy.
mannerisms and the way you're moving
dude.
would be totally different if you were actually looking someone in the eye and speak. Where are you looking to this? Like, where are those eyes?
If you watch, I'm looking all over the fucking place, man. Like I'm never
a
even
general corner
it's never
area.
Even like sometimes it's like way too high to be like where a person would be like, sitting. It's like where is he staring at a
Dude,
giant
this
Too
is
person?
much about Star
hilarious.
of Wonder because you haven't seen it yet. But the piece is absolutely beautiful. So I used a lot of bright and heavenly imagery.
Because it's so obvious in the wide shot that you're not anybody. It's so funny to go from this shot to that shot.
Ruin some shots of mist because this is Visions of Mystery after all. I don't want to tell you too much about
pain
Star
to
of
swallow.
Wonder.
An asshole, dude. What an asshole.
And it's also like the person you were talking to didn't laugh with you at that.
Yeah, it's just dead quiet.
Used a lot of bright and heavenly imagery.
Like the
This
person
is
would have to be behind the couch.
Hilarious, dude. Yeah, like how long
standing
is that
behind the
couch?
couch.
How long is that couch?
I quite literally tried to take you into the darkest night of December. You know, I started with
It's manic.
snowy-
It's
What
crazy.
is this? Were you even thinking about this when you were making this stuff?
No, dude.
You just said I
You gotta
wanted.
get it
I
done.
literally.
Dude, I threw it together. Dude, I threw it together.
You go. I wanted to bring you into the darkest night of December. That's hilarious.
I hadn't really anticipated getting all of the snow shots.
The music
had
in the
to track
background's
it down.
hilarious
I had to go
too.
hunt down a lot of the shots, and sometimes I got very cold doing
This
so.
is crazy,
So I hope
bro.
you enjoy
Did they
it.
tell
This
you
guy
how
rules.
It's such a
long
pleasure
they
working
wanted
with
this to
Ian.
be? Like in your chunk, the interview chunk,
I
did
think
they have
wanted it a
guidelines?
specific amount of time because I
Got you.
did not want it to be that long. Oh my god.
I want to see what your closing statement here was.
Taking us into night, and then ultimately even extinguishing the moon at one point and leaving us in pitch black. But I hadn't really anticipated getting all of the snow shots.
Which is so
I had
true.
to track it down. I had to go hunt down a lot of the shots.
hunt the
and
snow.
sometimes I got very cold doing so. So I hope you enjoy it. It's been such a pleasure working with IM, and I just love the way that they sound.
Did you feel like you ate that up at the end of that last line?
Yeah. That was
dude. I
pretty
like,
good, dude.
Yeah, he ate right there.
This is like
Left no
watching
crumbs.
how you like talk to like girlfriends' parents.
Oh yeah.
This is
No,
like
it's a
seeing you on
complete
your
lu-
best behavior.
Dude, what
You're
a
like, I don't want to upset
lunatic.
these Asians.
They're not all Asian. They're just
Just Anna Bong.
Anna Bong, and then
And
I
a
worked
few
for the
others.
Chinese garden. That's where you're getting confused.
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
exactly.
yes.
So it's
The
all
Chinese
getting,
garden.
Yeah,
And so that was your interview. And then these are all, well, that's a good shot right here.
yeah, man, getting those icicles.
Whoa.
Put it to heart music, you guys. It's like supposed to be a harp.
Hilarious, dude. So there's no more after this, huh?
No more of me speaking. No,
Did you have to interview this lady right here?
I shot all this stuff.
So
yeah.
Anna Bong.
Anna
and
Bong's
then
doing a Zoom with this lady.
Anna Bong is doing a Zoom. She's very pointy shoulders. Whoa, this is a good shot.
This is even better because then she's just totally cut out of your interview. 'Cause
Yeah.
you show her in this one.
Yeah.
You only had 2 cameras.
She was confused. She was so confused. That's so funny you bring that up because I completely forgot about that.
What?
Was that
That
Anna,
she didn't even know?
That Anna was like, "What the hell is this interview that you put in? How did you do that? When did you do that?
This is a
Why
good-
did you do that?
Why did you do that? We loved your interview. So where's your other interview? Where's the
Just
interview
on
you
my
gave
phone.
them?
It's just on my phone.
Can you put it on the TV?
I don't think so. I think it's
Oh,
just
it has to be
in my
on
phone
YouTube.
app. Yeah.
Wow, dude, that was fucking hilarious,
Yeah, dude,
bro.
ridiculous,
Oh
man.
my god. So imagine if that dude that you were being like really picked up and you had to pretend to be that guy for the rest of your life.
Well, dude, like it was crazy because that was the first one that I did for them, and then I ended up working with them for like another year or 2 years after that. So I literally was like, I'm like this guy now.
You
Like,
had to
I
be
was
on your best behavior.
I was on my best behavior, but like there were signs, like I said, like yeah, they had to have known. Somebody had to have known. Like
Yeah.
like they're all like Anna Bong's like a like a professor at like a university.
Really?
Like, she's smart. Like I'm not fooling Anna Bong.
Right. There's kids coming in that are smelling like you, looking like you. Yeah, you gotta wear. We're wearing 2 different.
Yeah,
it
dude.
could-
I love that. You got
Yeah,
that.
I got this in Portland.
You got this in Portland.
It was on clearance. How much you think? Clearance, 10% plus no sales tax. Nicole, go ahead.
What store?
Nordstrom.
Nordstrom Rack.
Nordstrom Rack. And wait, what was it? 10% off?
10% off clearance and no sales tax. Nicole, go ahead.
$19.99.
Wow, she really lowballed you.
It was low. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, this was like $30.
It's pretty.
But-
Well, for some reason I was gonna guess 25, but I was like, I don't feel like he would have purchased it for 25.
I
It
just
feels a little
don't-
high for you.
I wore this, and then we did shows in Portland, and I was dressed like the back of the
backdrop.
stage. And somebody told me that like 30 minutes into my act, they were like, I was like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? And they're like, the colors are the same as the
Same as the
background. And I was
background.
like, oh God, I've just been a floating head this whole time. It was going, wee, wee, wee. But those were fun. I love Portland.
Yeah,
man.
that was a great weekend, man.
That
Thanks
was
for
a great
having me.
weekend.
It was sick.
Yeah,
dude.
and my flight was direct home, so
That's
good.
perfect. I got a direct back also. I got in last night. It was great.
Although I was sitting next to a guy who was actively watching a sports game and like reacting to it. He was watching soccer and he's in the middle going,
Oh, live TV on Delta.
no, he was watching it on his phone.
What an asshole. What?
Yeah, he was watching it, even if it was live TV, but he was
Yeah.
reacting to it
Oh, my
in
God.
person next to
This
me.
guy had
shaking.
money on it. That's what it was. He had fucking money on that game. That's the only reason why you'd be like, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
But, like,
I mean, but
no.
on a plane, that's so crazy. I don't react like that. I'll react on a plane if I'm watching like a horror movie or something, and I'm like, oh shit, or something like that, or something's gross. I'm like, oh. But I'm still like, oh, the movie. What movie was I watching? I watched a movie where I watched Superbad.
Oh, great
and,
movie.
which is such a good movie. That's
Early
probably
Judd,
I think
so
that's
good.
the best comedy movie that's ever been made.
Really?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I
There's
don't know
so
what
many
else.
comedy movies.
Yeah.
I love that movie. I'll
That's
just
a great
say.
movie.
I don't need to make it.
I don't think you have to make a case. think-
Sometimes I just feel like I'm not interesting. So an interesting thing to do would be to say I hate something or
You
want to
be a contrarian.
Yeah, or
That'll
just
make you
really put a
interesting.
lot
Sure.
of passion. Well, now I
Yeah.
sound like you in that interview. The thing I think of when I'm creating.
Well,
I am from Portland. Now, when you were editing that together too, were you
Yeah.
laughing? Like, when
no,
you guys,
dude. I was, dude. It was like
You were just so.
I was
fucking,
in panic mode. Like literally,
Wow.
it was like, dude. I was like throwing it all in and like trying to get all
Holy
the.
shit, dude!
Dude, it was crazy.
And
It
Nicole
was so
knows
da-
how that is. So it's like
it was so
if
down to the
you-
wire.
If you're in a situation where you're like panic last minute editing, how good is that? Like, are you like, can you even believe that was last
Yeah,
minute?
because you're
editing?
just desperate. You're just like filling in the blanks.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I like, for me, I'm like, I hate myself that I waited till the last minute. This sucks. This could have been better. But
Yeah.
like now I resent this project. I'm like, and if you're editing yourself too, then it's like,
Oh my
fuck.
god. Yeah.
Now when you went, but I am from Portland. Did
Yeah.
did anybody laugh? Did you guys laugh at that even?
No, Remy was literally like you was against the whole fake interview.
Really?
thing. And like I had written out all my responses. I wrote out the point, dude. I had the point like
Really?
written on piece
You
of
went
paper.
end point.
Yeah, I was like
I am
end
from
point. Yeah,
Portland.
it was like and I'm from Portland. And I was
That's
like, and in my head,
crazy,
in my
bro.
crazy like no sleep like brain, I was literally like, that's gonna fucking kill. with
Oh
these
my god,
church
dude.
loving motherfucker. They're gonna.
I want
love
to go to
the-
this church thing.
Dude, it's a vibe. I got invited to the Christmas thing like after
And
COVID.
you went?
Yeah, after COVID ended, like I'm still in with the Lord. Actually,
Yeah,
over there.
and-
I mean, until this airs, I
Yeah.
was in with the Lord, so I could show. Yeah,
well,
every Christmas
I
pageant.
don't think they're gonna keep up with you.
Well,
You know
how
what I
did
mean?
your
Yeah.
working relationship end with them? Like, is this someone who kept? They were like, "Oh, we miss you," like one of those.
Yeah, Anna Bong. Like I can still hit up Anna Bong whenever I want. Yeah, and it was like
You
kind
were
of
like, hey, I just don't want to do this stuff.
No,
anymore.
it was kind of like they didn't have they only did this because COVID. Really, it was like COVID started,
Yeah.
and they were like, we have it in our budget since we're not throwing the big like Christmas pageant to like have all this stuff made. And so then like COVID ended up lasting a lot longer, and then when COVID ended, that's kind of how the
they were just
relationship
like,
ended.
we
It was
don't
like
need
we're
video
back to doing
anymore.
live concerts again, and people are coming to the concerts. We don't really like.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Your jacket does make you look like Launchpad McQuack. Do you know who that is?
Is that DuckTales?
Yeah.
Dude, yes,
Don't you look
dude.
like Launchpad McQuack?
Dude, I look like pretty much anybody that owns a seaplane in that show, dude.
Yeah, I feel like you should have a leather helmet with goggles on or something.
Yeah.
Dude, that is so funny, man. It's so funny to watch somebody that you know as like a silly goose
Yeah.
in their most vulnerable and serious. It was
Dude.
like when
It was crazy.
it was like so when we were doing Here's the Scenario with Feeney and Cannon.
Yeah.
They pulled a prank on me.
Yeah.
Remember this where
Oh, I thought you were gonna say us watching Timing.
Oh no, we watched Mike do a movie too. He like filmed a movie or something.
Yes.
And we watched that. But no, when we were doing that show, so I was in Mike's car, Cannon's car, and I opened the door and I hit a guy on a bike by accident. And the guy and it went like it was a kind of a thing, but it really wasn't. Like the guy drove away and all that, but it was like, whoa, I hit a guy in the car. And then Cannon texted the group and was like, the door had to be taken. All lies.
Yeah.
The door had to be taken
Well,
off.
he actually said my door fell off like Tommy Boy, and no one laughed. So he like took it so far to the next level, being pissed that no one reacted
Hilarious.
this message.
Yeah. So he goes. He said
No,
it
seriously,
really
the door's
happened.
fucked up.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And I felt horrible. So I was like, and he prayed on that and just like was like, yeah, it's gonna be this much money and blah blah blah. And he was just like making this go along. Now where the vulnerability comes in was they had put together a little scheme. You know, I hate when people scheme
Who's
against
they?
me. Cannon
Feeney
and Feeney and Nicole.
And Nicole.
It was really just me and Cannon, and Feeney pretended
Feeney
to
had
know.
nothing about it.
Yeah.
Nothing. He didn't. He pretended to know about it.
Yeah.
So they put a scheme together. These little fucking weasels. Of Mike was like, I forgot how it.
We
came
made
up.
like a fake invoice of him being from like the dealership, being like, my door fell off and it's gonna cost like $3,000.
Sure.
I photoshopped it and it was like clearly not real. The
There
things we were
was-
putting
what
on
was-
was like blinker fluid was
Blinker
a charge.
fluid,
Like
yeah,
stuff
that was-
just
that
doesn't
was-
Oh,
exist.
you put little hints in there for him. It
Yeah,
didn't even
yeah,
look.
yeah.
But he
That,
did
That's like
that
from
was a little
Butt
red
Fuck
Harry.
Auto. You're like, he's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh, dude. What?
It was like when you get a fake lotto ticket for your birthday that wins, and you're like, it's fake. You should have read the
Oh,
directions.
dude. Did you ever do that when you were younger to anyone?
No, but I've had it. I've been around when someone did it to someone else, and I was like, whoa, and then they're like, it's fake.
Oh, my. Did they get fucking pissed?
I remember them not being pissed, but they should have because they were poor.
Oh, my God.
So there was like my dad's sister who didn't have a lot of money, and they gave her a fake lotto ticket
Yeah.
or something, and probably regretted it immediately because she was like, all my troubles can go away.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We were on vacation, me and my family, with like another family, and they all had kids, so it was like a big like group family vacation, and like it was a very tight knit group. I mean, we're still close with this family to this day, but we were all like young kids, and my dad dished out fucking fake lottery tickets to the children of the to the daughter of the other family.
So funny.
And this little girl like freaked out and was like, "Oh, I fucking won!" Showed it to the dad. The dad's freaking out that we won the fucking lottery. And then
Holy
like
shit.
my dad was like, "Oh no, well you should make sure you read the disclaimer at the bottom just so you can see how to cash it." And the disclaimer's like literally like, "Hey, fuck you."
Yeah,
didn't
you
win,
got.
didn't
Yeah,
win."
this was a prank.
Oh, dude, it caused the biggest rift on that vacation.
Really?
Dude. Oh my god, like that family, they were so mad. Like
That's so
yeah,
funny.
it was
dude.
like because they'd already spent it in their brain. You could see it. Like
Yeah,
when they
they go-
saw that shit, they were
They're
like,
like, I'm out of debt.
Yeah.
I can buy a house. Dude, I would be pissed. I'd be very pissed. Which I kind of I wasn't really pissed at this.
Well, you were mad at finding out that everybody was talking about it behind your back, I
Yeah.
think, and feeling excluded.
I was upset
Yeah.
that the
phone
world
call
schemed
was the
against
thing.
me.
yeah.
that you
'Cause
were
I
upset
wasn't in
about.
on
What?
The phone call, like you we put
Oh, the phone
my
call was
boyfriend's
great.
cell phone number on the invoice, and Cannon was like,
Hilarious.
"Hey, like if you're gonna pay for it, you got to call and talk to them. They're saying you got to call."
Yeah.
So we set up this whole thing.
So
where Brendan
I
called
call.
us.
This is where the vulnerability kicks
Yes.
in. All right.
You call her boyfriend's phone
I
number.
called this number. Yeah, which was
New Hampshire, and it was claiming to be upstate
I'm not
New
looking
York.
at the fucking.
You're not looking at anything on there. You're not seeing the blinker fluid.
No,
you don't
I-
see butt
You
fuck
just
auto.
panicked
I
at
have
the
no
number.
reason to be distrustful of my
Yeah,
friends.
yeah.
So I'm going
You have
with
every reason to be
I'm
distrustful
going
of your
with the
friends.
flow here, and I call them, and it's a whole thing. And the most embarrassing thing was having to hear I'm talking to somebody who in a professional way.
Sounds like that. It sounds like that shit.
It
yeah.
sounds like that, but with like a little bit more like, well, hello there, Robert.
And you tried to haggle.
I know. I tried to. Well, someone told me to haggle. That was one of the things.
That was the
too.
other thing that they
was
did.
another thing where Cannon was like, try to haggle, dude. So I'm going, you sure about that?
Yeah.
And well, I panicked immediately
Well, 'cause Chris
because
was
Chris
like,
just
yeah.
he goes, like he like questioned it, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh well, or I could pay the whole thing.
Dude, how much did you try to haggle off?
I don't know.
Like
I don't
50
It was
remember.
such a small amount too, and then like he accepted it because he was like, "That's a win. I got it."
Yeah.
But then we pretended that we like charged his card for the full amount, and we also were. What was the hold music? It was like, "Hey there, Delilah," and piano or something.
Yeah,
it
and
was
they
so
kept me
good.
on hold
Yes,
for a little
Oh,
bit.
that's great. Oh my god. That's
Yeah,
so
check out
funny.
that episode of Here's a Scenario
Oh
or
my
whatever.
God.
Did we talk about it on Here's a Scenario, or was it the Patreon?
No, that was a full live episode.
Watch
I
that
listened to it
episode.
recently because
Watch
it's
that
so
I'm gonna
funny.
have to look that up. That sounds so funny.
Yeah, I hate, and now I'll, because I have learned a way of speaking to people that nobody else hears. It's very much like my dad being like, someone's like, hi, this is, thanks for calling Samsung, this is Craig. I'd be like, hello, Craig.
Yeah.
How are you doing today?
Right.
And now I have to hear my friends here. It's like watching, it's like someone walking in on you jerking off.
Yeah, your big boy voice on the on the phone.
yeah.
I just
my
remembered-
big boy voice.
When he said that you gave your email, and he was like, "Oh, you're a comedian.
Oh yeah, and he
Tell
goes,
me a
tell
joke."
me a joke.
And Brendan
no
He
did
way.
really
it.
bullied me.
No
He
way.
really bullied me. No, I didn't. Did I tell?
Yes.
Oh, I did.
What
But you did like a street joke.
I did like a street joke or something.
what street jokes like your go-to street joke when you if someone goes tell me a joke because that fucking happens all the time.
I have a joke in my head right now that I can't get at, but it's not my go-to street joke. What's my go-to? Oh, my go-to street joke is an English guy walks into a pub and sees two girls and goes, "Where are you ladies from?" And they go, "Wales." And he goes, "Okay." They were fat girls. Shit. English guy walks into a pub, sees two fat girls at the
Got
bar,
it,
and
yeah.
says, "Where are you ladies from?" And they go, "Wales." And he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. Where are you Wales from?" That makes me laugh. That always makes me laugh. There's one that I actually. This isn't even really like a joke, but it's not like funny like a joke, but. Someone like a guy walks into a doctor's office and goes, "You got to help my brother. He thinks he can lay eggs." And he goes, "Well, why don't you just tell him that he can't lay eggs?" And the guy goes, "Well, then how am I going to get breakfast?" Or something like that. Something stupid like that. I don't know.
The one you did on the call was the.
Is that how you
perfume.
tell it?
I don't know. That was awful. Yeah, no, that was awful. What was the one I told on the?
The perfume one. Why?
Oh, yeah. I go. Why do women wear perfume and makeup? Because they're ugly and they smell bad. It's a nice little one.
Nice
There was a
little-
quick one. I was going
Yeah.
for whichever one was the quickest.
It would have killed with a real Nissan employee, I'm sure.
Yeah, he would have been like, no freaking way.
No way.
Hold on.
I gotta tell the guys in the
Chris,
back,
yeah,
holy
yeah,
shit.
That's what Chris should have done. He should have been, oh, hold on. I got to go get my friend. And you tell him, put me back on.
Yeah, keep going on.
Hey there,
Yeah.
Delilah. What's it like in New York City? And then, all right, this is Tony. I heard
hear you
there's
got a joke,
Yeah.
yeah.
I heard you got a joke that you want to tell
Well,
me.
he did that. He played two different guys, and it sucks. 'cause
Oh,
he's
yeah, he
so
did
no
play
way.
He
Oh,
does
nice.
like acting and voiceover for a living, and for some reason shit the bed on this call where he was like
Well, that was
doing
the
the
red
same
herring.
voice twice.
I
You
kinda-
texted Ken and you're like, "Are you fucking with me?"
Yeah, because I go, I think this guy is fucking with me.
Oh,
there
no
was
way.
something where I was like, I think this
I was
is...
gonna ask, were you ever like?
I had
did
a
you ever
little
get
bit.
a little whiff of this might be not be real?
I had a little thing of this might not be real, and then I texted them, and of course I'm relying on them to be serious and like or honest, and all they had to do was go, no, that's real, man, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay, well, whatever,
It's
and then
real quick.
and then
What are you crazy? We would never.
and then they played it on the show, and there's nothing worse than just hearing yourself, and like they're cracking up over the phone, like they recorded themselves,
Yeah,
on my phone call.
hilarious.
My God,
I gotta watch that shit.
You seem like a big prank phone call guy, like when you were younger.
Not really a phone call, but I used to do like pranks and shit for sure.
Really?
Yeah, like my there was one kid, like my best friend that grew up down the street from me. This kid Jeff, who's a tall, lanky, kind of quiet nerd. I would prank him every year for April Fool's Day. And like some of the stuff was just like
That's like Wolverine. You ever read comics? That's like every year on Wolverine's birthday, Sabretooth hunts him down and like does something incredibly traumatizing to him.
no, that's
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
that's a
yeah.
lot. It's a lot like that for
Killed
sure.
his son one year.
Oh god damn.
Yeah, and there's a comic book where Sabretooth kills Wolverine's son, chops his body up, and has it spell "Happy Birthday."
Oh my
In the snow.
god.
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucked up. Did you like Deadpool Wolverine?
It was okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I did like it the first time I saw it, and then I watched it again, and I was like, this is kind of weird. And then my therapist was like, I thought it was trivial and pedantic. And I was like,
You discussed Deadpool Wolverine with your therapist?
I mean, I was like, I can't believe you saw that. I was like, yeah. And then
Who brought this up? Was it you or the
one
therapist?
of us brought it up.
Yeah.
One of us brought it up. I was like, you saw? Well, I'm also from Portland. So wait, okay. So you used to prank this lanky dude?
Oh yeah, he used to yeah. So it was like one year I had like mono and I was out of school.
Yeah.
Like nobody, and he was like, oh, I'm off. He's not gonna get me this year. He's at home so sick. And I convinced his sister to give me the keys to his car.
Were you really sick?
I was really sick. Yeah,
Oh.
I really had mono. Yeah, and this is like peak Jackass time too. This is
Yeah.
like maybe like the first year Jackass came out. Like so, it's like I got the keys to his car. I opened his car. I got butt ass naked and got in his trunk. And then he got into his car with like all of his baseball buddies in high school to like go to lunch. And then I jumped out of the car butt ass naked and like that was it. That was like the only prank. That was
There
like
you go.
I'm like, you got pranked, and I'm
uh,
like, can you give me a ride home?
Yeah,
now?
what's that second after you're like, everybody find my clothes?
Yeah, and then another year, same thing. His sister gave me like the keys to their house, and during lunch, I went to his house with another buddy, and we took his bed out of his bedroom, like bed frame, all the bedding, all that shit.
That's
And
hilarious.
we strapped it on top of his car and parked it in the school parking lot, just like his whole.
Oh my God, dude.
But I never did any prank phone calls.
I think that's a good prank because
Yeah.
some people do pranks. I'd be afraid that I would ruin someone's life with a prank. Where I'm
Yeah.
like with this prank, what if I canceled a bunch and I go, well, I have to pay for this. What if I called and I like canceled a doctor's appointment or
Yeah.
something? What if I did something like that changed the whole trajectory of my life?
Do you remember your first like April Fools? Like, did your parents ever do that? Anything to you or anything?
No. They probably my parents' version of an April Fool's is just like lying for a second. Where they're
Yeah.
like, "We're going to Disney World next week," and I'm like, "What?" And they go, "April Fools." And you go, "Oh God."
All right.
I go, "Thanks." Every year is just a different lie.
Yeah.
Yeah. They go, "We won the whatever." I can't think of it. I think Disney World was the peak example of what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I've never been to Disney World.
Really?
Yeah. You seem
gotta-
like you fucking love it.
Buddy, you have no fucking idea how much I
Really?
love Disney
Do you
World.
do you fuck with Universal Studios or anything?
Uh-huh. I don't
Which,
fuck. I
which
fuck
one's
with
which is the best?
Disney World. Florida.
Yeah, over land too, over Disneyland.
I haven't really gone to Disneyland that much, but it's one
Interesting.
park.
But it's
from
like the
what I can
OG,
remember.
right?
But it is
It's
the
got,
OG.
like-
So there is OG
it's like,
qualities
but you don't even
to
want
it.
OG shit. It's like teacups and
Yeah,
like
it's like
fucking,
playing- it's like playing
it's a
Super
small
Smash
world.
on-
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck is? Yeah,
Well, that's all at Disney World as well.
Oh, so why the fuck would anybody go to Disneyland?
I don't know, because it started there and it's in California. They have like that roller coaster where it's Mickey's face and stuff. And I'm sure if I lived in California, I would go to Disneyland probably every weekend of my life.
Really?
Well, I don't know. Maybe.
Well, it's kind of like you were saying that about the pinball place.
yeah. We
in
went to that
Portland.
pinball museum.
Yeah,
That I took a bunch of pictures of.
yeah. Super. What's it called? Next level.
Next Level Pinball,
Next Level
museum,
Pinball Museum.
in Portland, Oregon. If you got
And
the
it
chance,
is.
go. And
It
it's
is
amazing.
Next level.
Dude, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I loved it. I would go there every weekend of my life if I could, because it's $20 to get in. They have so many games. It's covered in games.
Arcade games like Dave and
playing
Buster's
music
styles
again?
game.
You see what I'm talking about? We talked about this on the last episode with Carmen Lynch. I got into a big fight with these guys over their fucking music, and they're still blasting fucking music. Do you hear that?
I hear it.
That's
but
not even that bad.
where's it coming from?
Right next door.
Across the hallway?
Yeah. No, right fucking next door, right there. And I've had a whole thing with them. I'm not gonna get into it, but
He called 911 on them.
yeah, I mean, and that's the
Really?
least of the things. Like
And did they come to the door?
No.
Some fucking pussy
no
called us.
No, well, next time I call 911, I'm gonna say they're fighting over there or something. They had a big
Is it a
party.
couple?
Yeah, but they had a big party until 3 a.m. the other night on a Monday night.
And you weren't invited.
And I wasn't invited. No, I wanted
I
to.
see
And I
the
wanted
issue
to
here.
go.
I see
I go,
the issue.
"Oh, you
There they are
guys."
listening to music. I like music.
Why do you have to listen to your music so fucking loud? I don't understand that. You want to listen to music?
don't
Put it
think
on
it's that
fucking
loud.
headphones. Trust me, it was loud when you want to see the videos from the other night, you little motherfucker.
This is the
This is-
energy
this
for
is the-
sure.
this is
Yeah.
the other night.
Do you ever go and talk to them like this?
He went there with
no.
a bat.
No, I didn't go there with a bat. He came to
No
me and
way.
I had my
You
bat.
went over there with a bat.
No,
They came over here and you had a
and
bat.
I had a bat in my hand. Yeah. This is at 12 a.m.
On what day?
Monday.
New York City, baby.
Stop defending them. Stop defending them. They suck, and I can't.
Well,
believe
you're
they're even
also.
doing
I
this.
mean, you're also sober, and like that would irritate. Me.
I also got a sound thing, but dude, like, when you're not here and I'm here alone,
Yeah.
that is annoying. Hearing
Sure.
like boom, 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 boom. It's like
Are they not? Do you not like them at all? Like they don't have.
no,
No, but
because
so-
also when they were blasting their music and having a party. I left a note that said, I mean, we talked about this on the last episode.
You left
but
a note?
I left a note that said, please keep your music down.
Yeah.
Be a good neighbor. I tried to knock on your door and you couldn't hear me. And then he left a note that's basically told me to go fuck myself. And
Yes.
was like,
what did the note say? Do you already
it said-
cover
it
this
said-
already?
we
I'm
already
sorry.
covered all this,
I'm
yeah,
my bad. I'm just
on the
curious out
last
of genuinely curious.
it said
what
like,
the note said.
it said, I'll show you what it said. Because it was fucking awful.
It's like strangely personal too.
Well, it was like, yeah, it was like such a weird, it was such a weird, so it said, I left a note, and so he goes, in New York, between 10 p.m. and 10 a.m., music, this is measured from, I mean, he doesn't speak English. Doesn't speak any English, so he's like, so he doesn't. Music from
There's layers to
inside
there's
nearby
a lot of layers
residences.
to this, Brendan.
Yeah. Well, no, it's making me racist. Like, I'm not racist, and now I kind of want to fucking report these guys.
What race are we talking here?
Spanish.
Let me guess. Oh, I was gonna-
Well, you can't hear from the fucking music. It's the same fucking song over and over again. Boom, ba, boom, ba. It's the same fucking song. And then he goes, so go leave ads for your fucking mother, you son of a bitch.
let me see that. Oh my god!
And look how fucking nuts that is.
Look how angry the writing is.
Yeah, it's like schizo.
So go as your mother, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god!
It's It's absolutely insane. It's threatening. It's like, it's just fucking awful.
I'm sorry you're having to deal with that, man.
Yeah, well, you know what's worse? Defending them.
Well, I was defending them before I knew that they were Spanish.
If they were white, this wouldn't be a fucking problem.
Could I knock over more shit, dude? Dude, this is what I do for whatever reason.
Doing?
Dude, I do this all the time. Even
Why
when
do you
we
keep
were up
hitting
in
stuff?
we were in Connecticut doing Cannon's show, and like he had all those lights set up for his special, and I'm fucking up there fucking hosting.
Oh
stepping
yeah, I
on
remember
every
that.
light,
I remember that.
and the lights are turning off.
Yeah.
And literally, I brought you up, and literally, what you said to me as I'm bringing you up, in that quick little brief moment that we have, like you literally go, I can't believe you stepped on him fucking twice. Like, I literally knocked the lights out.
One time is
twice.
crazy.
Yeah, he's
but
like, dude,
twice
you
is
literally go, that was crazy. You know,
hilarious,
dude. That was crazy. I can't believe you stepped on him twice.
Yeah, and now but now I'm
now I'm
getting fucking angry. There's not enough unless you can knock over the couch. I guess you just somehow hit the couch and it flips 3 6. The only thing I'm worried about is the Red Bull. You're gonna hit the Red Bull and it's gonna land on my fucking carpet over here. Yeah. My God. Anyway, I think we're coming to an end over here.
We're winding
wow, this
down.
went by so fast.
Yeah, it was fun. I love talking.
Holy shit. We're gonna do Patreon. Do you want to stick around, talk a little bit more?
Sure.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. Anything you want to plug?
Let's see. I've got my Rumble show at the Stand every month, and we're running shows with that New Yorkers account, which is really funny and fun.
Yes.
Those are all over the place. But check out my Instagram, Benny D NYC.
Check out Benny D, and you know where to find me. Sagdaddy the Pod.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/Sagdaddy the Pod, and all that jazz. See you next time. And remember, I am from Portland.
The Rap Jack Black and Sagdaddy, I'm back at it with a fantastic podcast for your asses. Yapping in a trap like a rescue cat, and the rescued up like they're waiting on the Batman. You tuned into the dude who threw booze back, blacked out, woke up drunk, covered in bruises. It's Sagdaddy the Pod, an odd fellow, the great white chubby, I'm becoming a marshmallow. It's Sagdaddy the Pod, so sit back and relax, cause like a broken arm, I got a cast now. It's Sagdaddy the Pod, you made a good choice, so enjoy, don't be annoyed. Now here's my dumb voice, so recognizable, ski master, unreliable. Diary of a guy who's higher than a freaking diving board. I'm tired, call me biting you as lame cause you align with your wardrobe. Give that back, you ain't that guy, bro. Kaleidoscope stripping, goddamn I'm tripping. Sipping shroom tea, looking at a blank television. Got a girl here gripping, thinking we'll do some business, but that's the last thing that I want. Seriously. Big dog, I'm on shirts now. Still scared that my house is gonna burn down. I'm a rare card, an old Charizard. Getting BJ's on a bench of a promenade. Don't know what to do, I got a lot of problems. Lot of emotional truths, I menage them. I'm getting robbed every time I get a coffee. Cause $6 is just too much.
Keep it on the low. We can keep it on the low. We can keep it on the low. But all you do is wrong.
Dream team, me and Galene and the 4 Beatles. Kidnapping whores illegally, pumping them full of needles. Eating Chinese till Steven asks us to order a pizza. Walk to run to get it, I can't do either. It's Sagdaddy the Pod, don't think twice, just bob your head. Dealing your chicken with no rice. It's Sagdaddy the Pod, and on God I won't stop. Unless I wanna, that's kinda the deal, huh? It's Sagdaddy the Pod, no need to deviate. Your ears are not the only holes that I'm about to penetrate. It's Sagdaddy the Pod, so thanks for tuning in. Truman Show flow, if I don't see you, you can suck my dick.